We really don't need to worry though. Worry, worry, worry. I mean, it happens, right? And when it happens, it's just a matter of letting it flow. I think that's what's most important. A lot of people feel when they are feeling certain emotions or certain things that they're not supposed to feel them, or like, oh no, I got to be positive. No, I got to remember I was manifesting, because there is such thing as like a toxic positivity, right? Like it's not about being perfect in one way. It's about being authentic to yourself and finding balance. I was having a conversation with one of my coworkers the other day, and she was saying how, or they were saying how, I've already said her identity, but not her identity, but they were saying how, they can be feisty. And when that monster comes out, it's like, rawr. So they have to lock it up and make sure that nobody sees it and all the things. And, I really had to encourage her to like let it out, because the more you lock yourself in that cage, the more you're suppressing who you are, and the more imbalance you're creating in your body, and you're trying to figure out why all these random illnesses are popping up, or why you keep having to deal with this, and why you maybe can't lose the weight you want to lose, or why you can't get the relationship or the job you're just holding all this stuff in, but it's because you haven't found balance within yourself. So when you're in situations where the universe or whatever is trying to create that balance and you flip, you're like, whoa, like, and then you cage it back in. It's not healthy. The analogy I gave was a dog. Think about when you keep dogs who are caged compared to dogs who are free. Most dogs who are caged, when they get out, they go crazy, but it's because they're caged. Compared to house dogs or dogs who are, out and not always in the cage, when you ask them to do stuff or move, they may still be a little hyper, but there's more balance. You know what I mean? They can sit down and not freak out or whatever. And that's because they're not always in a cage. So don't keep caging yourself. Like, take yourself out of the cage. Give yourself grace. Give yourself love. Love on you. Okay? It's okay. If you're a hothead sometimes, you a hothead. Okay? Let's sit with the hothead. Let's actually take a moment and be quiet and still with yourself and figure out why you're hot. Okay. What is actually the root of your anger? Where did it come from? When did this start? Was it when you were younger? Was it when you were older? Did something happen in your life? Did somebody tell you you couldn't express yourself? Think about it. I was having another conversation. See, I have a lot of conversations, but I was having a conversation the other day, and it really made me think in the sense of, a lot of people, especially from that are older. If you're a millennial and up, you're probably in this group. But have a lot of anger issues. But think about when you were younger, and every time you were upset or frustrated, you were told to shut that up. You were told that you couldn't express yourself in that way. You better shut that noise up and stop crying. I know if you and I love y'all, but if you and you've experienced that, right? And so now you're trying to bottle up and stop crying so you don't get in trouble. And you never understood or had any opportunity to figure out where to place that energy, right? And so now you're older and you got anger problems because you're frustrated, because you have so many emotions that are bottled up that you were never able to express. So, like, there's a lot of different forms and things that have happened, because it's just the time we were in, that, has caused some of the things that people are dealing with today. But the beautiful thing about it is you can breathe, take a moment, connect to your heart space, reconnect to self, and you can heal yourself from it. Because there is a pharmacy within you, but it takes you doing the work. It takes you creating balance within yourself. It takes you being nice to yourself. Stop judging yourself. Why are you being so mean? You nice to everybody else, you give to everybody else, but you just mean to you. And you mean to you in quiet. That's the bad part because most people can't even see you being mean. So you get all your validation outward, but then when be mean to you in quiet where nobody can tell you to be nice to you. Make that make sense. So you gotta love on you. That's your call today. Love on you. Be nice to you. Acknowledge the dark sides of you. Do something that you've been hiding from yourself. Do it today. Do it today and sit with it and figure out why you're so ashamed of it. Figure out who told you to be ashamed of it. Who was it? And once you realize who it was, you're probably gonna stop being ashamed of it. You're probably gonna find that balance. Sometimes it's not that easy, and it's okay. Sometimes it's not that easy. But continuing to practice, continuing to take moments daily to breathe. And when I say breathe, I mean diaphragmatic breathing. Inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your mouth, filling in your stomach, your chest, and then, so it should be a constant flow of a 10 minutes a day. Giving yourself that grace. Giving yourself that grace. I'm gonna finish here, y'all.